We all have our own path to walk. It may be obstructed, it may be winding, and no doubt it will have peaks and valleys, but it is ours alone. Like onlookers at a marathon, friends and family can offer encouragement along the way, but ultimately we decide the trajectory that we take. In this series, Juliet Dorris-Williams offers a clear view from her path that may inform your decisions as you move toward finding your faith. One part spirituality, one part real-world practicality, and a serious splash of fun. Here's Juliet.
Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Finding Faith. I'm Juliet, and thank you for tuning in. I've been thinking about podcasts, obviously, since I'm doing a podcast right now. But I'm thinking that podcasts are like photographs. They are moments in time. And at this time, it is the middle of July in the year 2020. I remember a post in my Facebook feed toward the beginning of the year, and the gist of it was how lit, air quotes, the year 2020 was going to be, because all of the major holidays fell on a Friday this year. Well, we are halfway through the year, and it's for sure been lit, but more like it's been on fire rather than it's been loads of fun. I'm making note of that as it will ground our next few episodes, maybe more than a few episodes, because frankly, I don't know how we talk about faith without talking about the real, without talking about the raw, without talking about the now. So right now, in July 2020, the real is a hot mess. We are dealing with COVID-19 pandemic. We're dealing with an awakening of sorts about the issues and underpinnings of systemic racism that make up our society. We are for real living in the now, and it is definitely raw. It is certainly real. Hopefully, if you are tuning in here, you want to talk about the real and the now, because every day when it comes to faith, we are dealing with the real and the now. Every step, every action, every interaction for people of faith is, where is God in the world right now? What does the Lord require of me? What is my response? What is my next action? And how does that action keep me in alignment with the faith that I hold so close? So, an introduction, because the first episode, you should know who I am and what I am about. So, about me. I am an author of two books so far. The first, Notes to My 25-Year-Old Self, A Spiritual Journey. The second, Leaving Church, Finding Faith, 6 Steps for Finding Your Purpose in the World After Leaving the Christian Church. Notice the thread. My faith is foundational to my life. I talk about it. I write about it. I am constantly thinking about it. Faith is integrated into every aspect of my life. And there are those out there saying, if you're listening now, you're saying, whoa, wait, you're talking about faith and you left the church? Yeah, I did. And I wrote a whole book about it, and we're going to talk about it. So, yeah, author. But not just an author. I'm a social worker. My career has taken me from government to nonprofits, from serving seniors to serving children and youth in foster care, from drug and alcohol prevention to HIV and STD prevention, domestic violence to vocational rehab services. And through all of those different roles, all of those different hats, I was also very active in church, various church communities, various denominations, various roles inside the church. I was a churchy girl. If they would ever put the term churchy girl in the dictionary, you could put my picture there, because that was me. I was a churchy girl. Faith and spirituality, as I said before, is foundational. It's the thread of my life. It informs my steps. It is my orientation. There is no beginning place and no ending place. It's just a part of me and all I do. So, author, social worker. I'm also a wife, a mom, a sister, a friend, and a Grammy. And as a Black woman, I have a unique voice that comes from all of those perspectives. Politically, I'm a left-leaning moderate. I have friends, connections, colleagues, relatives even across the political spectrum, and there are places where we walk in lockstep and there are places of disagreement, but it's always interesting to me to hear perspectives that I don't share, because in my mind, how else do we learn, right? My family tree comes from, I have a long line of social workers and teachers, and so I think I get it, my curiosity naturally, and my interest in people and the why and wherefores of who we are and how we come to be. I'm always interested in that, and always interested in learning. And more than that, I'm interested in passing on the things that I learned. So because why else would I have learned it if I wasn't supposed to share it? Anyway, that's my philosophy. I share all of that so that you will know all of the layers that I draw from. And as we continue on this journey together, there will be other layers. Some of them might even be news to me, because ultimately life is about discovery. And I'm taking this journey and you're taking it with me, so that we can discover new layers together. I believe that as long as we keep living, we will keep learning. And because that's the only way that we do better. How else do we get it right? We have to keep learning, keep facing ourselves, keep challenging ourselves to go deeper, to broaden our perspectives, to be better humans. The journey of faith challenges us to be more, to be better. The beauty of faith is that we keep being presented opportunities to do life just a little bit better. So, what else should you know about me? I love books. I love a nice Cabernet. I love to dance. I need a strong cup of coffee in the morning. I'm an introvert who operates as an extrovert. Talking rather than writing has me all outside of my comfort zone. I am curious about a great many things. My favorite and probably annoying questions to others around me are why? Why is it that way? How did we get here? How can we fix it? That last question frustrates me to no end. And that frustration may show up here in this space because, we want answers. I want answers. And sometimes there aren't any. And sometimes the answer, or maybe the solution, is that we just have to keep talking about it. One of my favorite authors, Maya Angelou, says, "When we know better, we will do better." Ultimately, as we live and as we grow, it's about doing better. But I know that we can't do better in isolation. So I'm talking. I hope that maybe you will talk back and contribute to the conversation here. For now, though, I hope you will just stay tuned. Come back for a chat about the real and the now, and how that impacts our mutual journey of faith. Talk soon. Bye for now.